Hello everyone, I'm Bottles and welcome to Releasing the Unreleased. Unreleased games have always fascinated me to my core. Not only do I find the concept of an abandoned project for a very popular franchise super interesting, but I also always think about how the franchise would have been affected if these games were to be released. I'm going to start off our series proper by going into as many unreleased Sonic games as I can, speculating how it would have affected future Sonic canon if these games were to be released. The cancelled game we will be talking about today is a peculiar game called Sister Sonic. Popful Mail Magical Fantasy Adventure is a fantasy 2D action platformer with RPG elements that was released on home computers in Japan in 1992. The game sees you play as Mail, as you roam this fantasy world, getting party members along the way named Tat and Gaw. You are able to switch between these characters to be able to use different abilities to traverse the world. The game sees Popful Mail, a bounty hunter going after the biggest bounty of their career, a wizard turned criminal, Muttonhead, in order to become the greatest bounty hunter in history. Now you must be wondering, why the hell am I talking about this random obscure Japanese-only RPG that only saw release in the States on the Sega CD in 1994? Because we were supposed to see this game a lot earlier than we realized, but with a new coat of paint. Entered the cancelled game of tonight, Sister Sonic. Sister Sonic was going to be an American port of Popful Mail, but they were going to change every character in the game to fit in the Sonic the Hedgehog universe. This spin-off was going to star Sonic's sister, whose name is Sister Sonic. I guess they didn't really get that far. I wonder why. According to Quarterman's Gaming Gossip article in the June 1993 issues of Electronic Gaming Monthly, Sister Sonic was set to appear at the Tokyo Toy Show of that year. Instead, Sonic's CD was shown off instead of Sister Sonic, so the real question is, what happened? Well, looks like Sega's fans like to bully them even in 1992. They got so many angry letters from fans of the original Popful Mail game that hated the fact that the localized version of the game was going to be changed into a Sonic game starring all new characters. It got such negative attention that they just outright canceled the game. Now, this is where the speculation gets interesting. Considering this would be the first ever Sonic RPG to have ever come out, and starring Sonic's sister no less, things in the canon would have been way different. For one thing, Sonic's sister would most likely appear in a bunch of other games. Who knows, maybe she even would have replaced Amy Rose when it comes to the Adventure era games. I also feel like Sega would have been more open to experimenting with other genres early on. Who knows? Maybe they'd explore Metroidvanias, shoot-em-ups, hell, even sports if they went through with Sister Sonic. Honestly, with a game starring a character that would have been very huge within the canon as well as coming out when it would have, right after Sonic 2, Sister Sonic would no doubt in my mind be a staple character. That concludes this episode of Releasing the Unreleased. What did you guys think? Are there games that you want me to cover that have never come out? Put your suggestions in the comments below and let's learn about the wonderfully weird world of cancelled games together. If you want to see the next episode of the series, tune in next week, but if you're impatient, become a channel member to be able to watch the episode right now. Our social media are in the description below as well as our merch store, and make sure to support the channel as much as you can. The more you support, the more I can eat. With that, I bid you, my well-esteemed guests, adieu.